Welcome to the second session of Chapter 8, Mahavira and Buddha the Great Preacher. Today I will start with the teachings of Mahavira. What are the main points which Mahavira gave to the entire world? First teaching of Mahavira is Ahimsa, which means non-violence. Mahavira did not believe in the existence of God. He also did not favor the religion based on rituals. He believed Ahimsa Paramo Dharma, which means it is the supreme religion. That is, non-violence is the supreme religion. He taught people to love all and not harm any living being, whether it is small or big. Second important teaching of Mahavira is no caste system. Mahavira did not believe in the division of society based on caste. He treated all human beings as equal. Third and the most important teaching of Mahavira is karma and moksha. Mahavira said a person remains in the cycle of birth and rebirth, birth and death because of his or her karma. He considered freedom from this cycle or attaining moksha as the ultimate goal of one's life. So if you are in the right path, you are conducting right activities, then only you will attain salvation, which is also known as moksha. Fourth teaching of Mahavira is Ratnatarya, which are the three jewels, or it is also known as threefold path of Jainism. Mahavira taught that moksha could only be attained by following threefold path. That is Ratnatarya, that is the three jewels of Jainism. What are these? First is right faith, that means belief of truth. You are believing in truth. Second is right knowledge, that is right understanding about life. And the third is right conduct. Follow the teachings of Jainism in your life, following the principles of Jainism in your life. So by following these three, you will be able to attain salvation or moksha. Next, I move on to Buddhism. As you can see in this picture, this is Lord Buddha. Now, from the name, you can just find out that Lord Buddha was the founder of the religion Buddhism. Okay, he gave also certain principles to the society to live a pure and a peaceful life based on equality and love. Now, it is believed that Gautama Buddha lived during 563 BC to 483 BCE. Siddhartha was his name when he was born. It was the name given during his birth by his parents. Gautama, with his family name Siddhartha, was the son of King Suddhodana and Queen Mahamaya. So who were the parents of Gautama Buddha? King Suddhodana and Queen Mahamaya. He also belonged to the royal family. King Suddhodana was the chief of the Shakya tribe. That is why he was also known as Gautama Buddha, was also known as Shakya Muni. Queen Mahamaya gave birth to Siddhartha in the garden in Lumbini, which is situated in present-day Nepal. Siddhartha's mother died when he was a few days old, and he was brought up by his aunt, mother's sister, named Mahaprajapati. At the time of Siddhartha's birth, astrologers have predicted that he would either become a universal monarch or abandon home and become Buddha. That means he will leave home, his kingly life, and he will become a monarch. He will become a saint. Buddha in Sanskrit and Pali means a person who has become awakened or enlightened. That means he gained spiritual knowledge. King Suddhodana wanted his son Siddhartha to be a great king. So he shielded him from religious teachings. He did not want him to attain religious teachings and knowledge of human suffering. He did not want him to realize about the human suffering. Okay, Prince Siddhartha, he had a life of luxury in his palace, unaware of the realities of life, harsh realities of life. He was married to a beautiful princess named Yashodhara at the age of 16, and this couple had a son named Rahula. Next, I move on to the 4 great sites of Buddhism. One day, Prince Siddhartha stepped out of the palace. Accompanied by his charioteer Channa, the prince toured the entire city. During his tour, he came across 4 sights. His father did not want him to come across the harsh realities of life, but without telling anyone, he just stepped out of his house, and on his way, he saw 4 great sights. They were later on termed as 4 great sights. So what are these 4 sights in his life which he came across? First is an old man. Second is a sick man and a corpse. Corpse means a dead body. And the last one is an ascetic. Okay? Siddhartha was not aware of the realities of life. On being told by charioteer that everybody falls sick, grows old and ultimately dies, Siddhartha got highly disturbed. How come this happened to human beings? Why such suffering happens to them? Siddhartha got, while returning home, Siddhartha saw the 4th sight of an ascetic. And the face of an ascetic appeared very calm and serene to him, unaffected by the sorrow and misery around him. So, these 4 sights changed his perspective towards life. Ultimately, one day Siddhartha renounced his luxurious life and he stepped out from his home at the age of 29. Okay, leaving his beloved wife and his son, and he decided to become an ascetic. Therefore, his true meaning of life, his travel to find out true meaning of life began at the age of 20. So I hope till here you have understood. Next class I will proceed with the chapter. Thank you and have a nice day.